Disturbing True Birthday Horror Story Part 1. Once upon a moonlit night in the quaint town of Everwood, there was an annual tradition that everyone eagerly anticipated, the mysterious birthday party hosted by the enigmatic heiress, Eliza Thornfield. The young girl, known for her reclusive nature, would celebrate her birthday in an extravagant and cryptic manner each year. This year, as Eliza turned 21, the anticipation was palpable. Rumors circulated that her party would outshine all previous ones. Guests received ornate invitations, with instructions to meet at the old Thornfield Manor, a place shrouded in eerie tales and said to be haunted. The night arrived, and the guests gathered at the imposing manor, their excitement tinged with trepidation. The party was unlike any other. The mansion was adorned with candles and cobwebs, casting eerie shadows on the walls. Eliza, dressed in a flowing black gown, greeted her guests with a mysterious smile. As the clock struck midnight, the lights flickered, and a blood-curdling scream echoed through the mansion. Panic spread among the guests as they realized that Eliza had gone missing. The police were called, and they arrived promptly, launching a frantic search. In the dimly lit corridors, they found a secret passage leading to a hidden chamber. Inside, they discovered Eliza, bound and gagged. Her eyes were filled with terror, and she appeared to have been captured by an unknown assailant. The struggle to free her was a tense and scary affair, but with the police's help, she was rescued. Eliza, though shaken, was safe, and the mystery of her disappearance began to unravel. It turned out that an obsessed admirer had planned to kidnap her during the chaos of the party. A fight had broken out between the captor and a brave guest who had discovered the sinister plot. The police arrived just in time to apprehend the assailant. The night ended with relief and gratitude, but the enigmatic aura of Eliza Thornfield's birthday parties persisted. No one knew what to expect at the next one, but they were certain it would be as unforgettable as the night they had just experienced. The mystery, the party, the birthday girl's harrowing ordeal, the police's search, the struggle, the scary encounter, and the fight, it all combined to create a story that would be told for generations to come in the town of Everwood. In a quaint, picturesque town nestled among rolling hills, a young girl eagerly awaited her 8th birthday. Her name was Emily, and this special day had been circled on her calendar for months. Emily's parents, Sarah and Michael, were determined to make it an unforgettable occasion, considering what their daughter had been through the previous year. Exactly 1 year ago, Emily had gone missing for several days, causing panic throughout the town. The local police had launched an extensive search operation, and just when they were about to give up hope, Emily returned home unharmed, with no recollection of where she had been. Her parents were overjoyed at her safe return, but something had changed in Emily. She began speaking about a friendly ghost who had kept her company during her absence. This ghost had even given her a peculiar gift, a small, shimmering pendant that radiated an otherworldly glow. As Emily's 8th birthday approached, Sarah and Michael decided to throw an extravagant celebration to help their daughter overcome the trauma of the previous year. They invited all the children from the neighborhood, hoping that the festivities would chase away any lingering fears. On the morning of her birthday, Emily found the pendant mysteriously on her bedside table, even though she had left it in the living room the night before. She decided to put it on, and as she did, a warm, comforting sensation enveloped her. Little did she know, the friendly ghost had returned. The children arrived, and the garden was adorned with decorations and a mouth-watering birthday cake. Laughter and joy filled the air as the kids played games and celebrated. Emily, too, seemed to be having a wonderful time, momentarily forgetting the haunting memories of the past. But as the day wore on, an ominous event transpired. Out of nowhere, a group of masked intruders stormed into the garden where the party was taking place. In an instant, they snatched Emily, who cried out in terror, and vanished into the nearby woods. Panic swept through the party as Sarah and Michael called the police, reliving the nightmare from the previous year. As the police launched a frantic search for Emily, her parents were frantic with worry. Time slipped away, and desperation hung heavily in the air. Then, just when it appeared that all hope was lost, the friendly ghost reappeared. A shimmering figure materialized before Sarah and Michael, its form ethereal yet oddly reassuring. It whispered softly, guiding them toward the woods. With nothing left to lose, they followed the spectral guide deep into the heart of the forest. There, they found the kidnappers and their daughter. A fierce struggle erupted, and in the chaos, a single drop of blood landed on the pendant hanging around Emily's neck. In an instant, the pendant blazed with intense light, and the friendly ghost surged forth, surrounding the kidnappers in an otherworldly radiance. The police arrived just in time to witness the miraculous scene. The kidnappers were apprehended, and Emily was returned safely to her parents, this time without any memory of her brief abduction. With her purpose fulfilled, the friendly ghost gradually faded away, leaving behind a sense of wonder and gratitude. Emily's 8th birthday became an unforgettable memory, not only for her but for the entire town. It served as a powerful reminder that even in the darkest of times, there could be unexpected and miraculous gifts from the beyond. Thus, the town came to cherish the tale of the ghostly birthday miracle, a story that would be passed down for generations to come. Once upon a time, in a quaint little town, there lived an old lady named Matilda. Matilda was known throughout the town for her warm heart and her extraordinary ability to make every birthday special. She had a knack for finding the perfect gift for each person, no matter their age. On her 90th birthday, Matilda received a mysterious gift herself, one that would change her life forever. It was a small, ornate box with intricate patterns etched into its surface. Inside, she found a note that simply said, "To Matilda, for your journey through time." Perplexed and intrigued, Matilda examined the contents of the box further and discovered an intricate pocket watch with a dial unlike any she had ever seen. As she touched the watch, a shimmering wormhole appeared before her eyes. Before she could react, she was pulled into the swirling vortex and emerged in a different era. Matilda found herself in a bustling city, surrounded by people dressed in futuristic attire. She had time traveled to the future. A young girl named Emily, no older than 10, noticed the bewildered old lady and approached her. "Are you lost, ma'am?" Emily asked, her eyes filled with curiosity. Matilda explained her unusual situation, and Emily decided to help her navigate this unfamiliar world. They soon became fast friends, exploring the wonders of the future together. Matilda marveled at the technological advancements and the incredible sights she had never imagined. However, their adventure took an unexpected turn when they witnessed a police officer chasing a criminal through the futuristic city. The criminal, desperate to escape, stumbled upon the same wormhole Matilda had come through and jumped into it. The police officer hesitated for a moment, then followed suit. Matilda and Emily watched in horror as the wormhole closed behind the officer, leaving them in a state of shock. The young girl and the old lady knew that they had to find a way to reopen the wormhole and bring the officer back, or else he would be lost in time forever. Their quest led them to a brilliant scientist who specialized in temporal anomalies. With his guidance, they managed to reopen the wormhole and rescue the police officer just in the nick of time. The officer, grateful for their help, thanked Matilda and Emily and returned to his own time. As Matilda and Emily returned to their own era, they realized that the gift Matilda had received on her 90th birthday was not just a random occurrence. It was a symbol of the unique bond they had formed and the incredible journey they had shared. The tragedy they had witnessed had brought them even closer, and they knew that they would cherish this extraordinary birthday adventure for the rest of their lives. In the end, Matilda continued her tradition of making birthdays special, but now she had an even more extraordinary story to share, one that transcended time itself. Once upon a time in the small town of Willowbrook, a young girl named Lily went missing on her 10th birthday. It was a day filled with joy and laughter, with her friends and family gathered at her home for a grand birthday party. But as the hours passed, Lily never showed up to blow out the candles on her cake. Panic spread like wildfire through the hearts of her parents, who immediately called the police. The entire neighborhood came together, and soon, the police were joined by the fire department, searching every nook and cranny of the town. They combed through parks, woods, and even the nearby riverbanks, but there was no sign of Lily. Days turned into weeks, and Willowbrook became enveloped in an eerie silence. The police were baffled by the lack of leads. Lily's parents were heartbroken, refusing to accept that their little girl was gone forever. And that's when something extraordinary happened. One moonlit night, as the town was shrouded in darkness, Lily's best friend, Sarah, had a vivid dream. She saw Lily, dressed in a ghostly white gown, standing near the town's old, abandoned morgue. Lily beckoned for Sarah to follow her. Startled and filled with hope, Sarah woke up and knew she had to investigate. The next morning, she convinced her parents to accompany her to the morgue. As they approached the ominous building, Sarah could feel her heart pounding in her chest. The door creaked open with an eerie groan, revealing a chilling interior filled with shadows. Inside, they found a flickering candle illuminating a small, dusty room. There, standing in the center, was Lily, her eyes shimmering with a strange light. Sarah rushed forward, tears streaming down her face, and embraced her friend. But Lily's touch was cold, and Sarah realized that her friend had changed. Lily explained that she had encountered a mysterious entity on her birthday. It claimed to be a god of the afterlife, and it offered her a chance to see the world beyond. Curious and adventurous, Lily had accepted, only to find herself trapped in a world between the living and the dead. The god had given her the power to appear as a ghost, but she couldn't return to the land of the living. It was only when Sarah appeared in her dream that she found hope of salvation. Sarah promised to find a way to reunite Lily with her family. Together, they approached the town's wise old librarian, Miss Hargrove, who had a vast collection of ancient books and knowledge. Miss Hargrove revealed that the god who had ensnared Lily was known as the Spectre Guardian and could only be appeased by performing a sacred ritual. With the help of the townspeople, they conducted the ritual at the abandoned morgue. The air grew cold, and the room filled with an otherworldly presence. The Spectre Guardian appeared, its form shifting like smoke in the night. Lily pleaded with the entity to release her. Moved by the sincerity of their efforts, the Spectre Guardian agreed to let Lily go, with one condition: she must promise to live her life to the fullest and cherish every moment. With tears of gratitude, Lily agreed, and the Spectre Guardian's grip on her loosened. In a flash of light, Lily was returned to the land of the living, right in front of her parents and friends. It was a joyous and tearful reunion. From that day forward, Lily cherished every moment, knowing the value of life like no other. The town of Willowbrook, once gripped by fear, had now witnessed a miracle. And they knew that sometimes, even in the darkest of times, a little bit of faith and the love of a true friend could conquer the scariest of challenges.